हम लोग जानते हैं कि क्रिकेट में वर्ल्ड कप दिया जाता है, इसी तरह दूसरे स्पोर्ट्स में भी वर्ल्ड कप्स दिए जाते हैं। उनके नाम क्या हैं बताने जा रहा हूँ, वीडियो को एंड तक देखना, आपको नया इन्फॉर्मेशन मिलेगा। लिस्ट ऑफ वर्ल्ड कप्स: एथलेटिक्स, ट्रैक एंड फील्ड, एथलेटिक्स वर्ल्ड कप discontinued. IAAF Continental Cup now defunct. Baseball and softball: Baseball World Cup, Women's Baseball World Cup, World Baseball Classic, World Cup of Softball. Basketball: FIBA Basketball World Cup, FIBA Women's Basketball World Cup, FIBA 3x3 World Cup, Wheelchair Basketball World Cup Championship. Combat Sports: Badland World Cup, Skiing and Shooting, Archery World Cup, Boxing World Cup, Fencing World Cup, Roller Derby World Cup, ISSF World Cup, Shooting World Cup, Taekwondo Team Championship, Wrestling World Cup, Professional Wrestling, Lucha Libre World Cup, TNA World Cup, World Cup of Wrestling, WWE World Cup. Cricket: Main men's tournaments, ICC Cricket World Cup, the main World Cup in cricket. ICC Men's T20 World Cup, ICC World Test Championship, ICC Champions Trophy. Main women's tournaments: ICC Women's Cricket World Cup, the main World Cup in women's cricket. ICC Women's T20 World Cup, ICC Women's T20 Champions Trophy. Under-19 Youth Tournaments: ICC Under-19 Cricket World Cup, ICC Women's Under-19 Cricket World Cup. Qualifying tournaments: ICC Men's Cricket World Cup Qualifier, ICC Men's T20 World Cup Qualifier, ICC Women's Cricket World Cup Qualifier, ICC Women's T20 World Cup Qualifier. Equestrian: Dubai World Cup Horse Racing, Pegasus World Cup Horse Racing, Show Jumping World Cup. Equestrian. Football: American Football, Great Iron, IFAF World Cup. Association Football, Soccer, FIFA World Cup, FIFA U20 World Cup, FIFA U17 World Cup, FIFA Club World Cup, FIFA Confederations Cup, FIFA Women's World Cup, FIFA U20 Women's World Cup, FIFA U17 Women's World Cup, FIFA Beach Soccer World Cup, FIFA Futsal World Cup, FIFA Asian Cup, CONIFA World Football Cup, Non-FIFA Nations Football, FIBA World Cup, Non-FIFA Nations Football, defunct. Australian Rules Football, Australian Football International Cup, Rugby League Football, Rugby League World Cup, Rugby League World Cup Minus, Touch Football World Cup, Women's Rugby League World Cup, Wheelchair Rugby League World Cup, Rugby Union Football, Rugby World Cup, Rugby World Cup Sevens, Rugby World Cup Women's, Golf, Women's World Cup of Golf, Women's World Cup of Golf, World Cup Men's Golf. Gymnastics: FIG World Cup, Artistic Gymnastics World Cup, Rhythmic Gymnastics World Cup. Hockey, Field Hockey, Men's FIH Hockey World Cup, sometimes called the Hockey World Champions, the Men's Field Hockey World Cup. Women's FIH Hockey World Cup, the Women's Field Hockey World Cup. Men's FIH Hockey Junior World Cup, the Junior Men's Field Hockey World Cup. Women's FIH Hockey Junior World Cup, the Junior Women's Field Hockey World Cup. FIH Hockey 5S World Cup, Men's 5A side including goalies. Ice Hockey World Cup of Hockey, the Ice Hockey World Cup, Junior Club World Cup. for junior ice hockey club teams. Bandy World Cup for bandy, also known as Russian hockey. Bandy World Cup women. Kabaddi. Kabaddi World Cup circle style. Kabaddi World Cup standard style. Motorsports A1 Grand Prix, a series billed as the World Cup of Motorsport. Speedway World Cup Motorcycle Speedway. Speedway World Team Cup Motorcycle Speedway. Multi-discipline sports. ITU Triathlon World Cup cycling, running, swimming. Biathlon World Cup skiing, shooting. Multi-sport events. Paralympic World Cup multi-sports. Paralympic Winter World Cup multiple sports. Aquatic sports. Table tennis World Cup. Men's singles, women's singles, men's team and women's team. Badminton. Sudirman Cup mixed team. Thomas Cup men's team. Huber Cup women's team. Badminton World Cup now T20. Tennis. Davis Cup men's team. Fed Cup men's team. Hopman Cup mixed team. World Team Cup men's team now defunct. Roller sports: Men's Roller Derby World Cup, Rollerball World Cup, Roller Derby World Cup, World Inline Cup, Inline Speed Skating, Video Games and Table, Electronic Sports World Cup, Chess World Cup, EDC World Cup of Darts, World Cup of Poker, World Cup of Pool, Volleyball, FIVB Volleyball Men's World Cup, FIVB Volleyball Women's World Cup, FIVB Volleyball World Grand Champions Cup (men's and women's). Water sports: Canoe World Cup, Canoe, Slalom World Cup, Rowing World Cup, FINA Diving World Cup, FINA Swimming World Cup, FINA Synchronized Swimming World Cup, FINA Water Polo World. Winter sports: Snowboard, Biathlon World Cup, FIS Alpine Ski World Cup, FIS Cross Country World Cup, FIS Freestyle Skiing World Cup, FIS Skycross World Cup, FIS Nordic Combined World Cup, FIS Sky Jumping World Cup, FIS Snowboard World Cup, FIS Sky Flying World Cup in Sky Orienteering, Sledding, Bobsleigh World Cup, Youth World Cup, Skeleton World Cup. Other winter sports: Curling World Cup, UIAA Ice Climbing World Cup, Short Track Speed Skating World Cup, Speed Skating World Cup. Other Netball World Cup Women's Orienteering World Cup, PBR Global Cup Bull Riding, PBR World Cup Bull Riding, T20, Quebec AMF Blowing World Cup, UCI World Cup various cycling World Cups, Women's Lacrosse World Cup.